Hello everyone, welcome back to Gardening Mindfully. I'm seeing it and I hope you're having a truly amazing day. In this video, we're going to talk about this butterfly bush. It is a pollinator magnet, and the minute you'll see what I mean. This is a part of the Chrysalis series, and this, as you can tell from the color, is the Chrysalis pink. And I planted this here about 2 years ago, and you can clearly see how large it is. Now, this plant will bloom from spring into summer, and it is loaded. When I say loaded with blooms, I will show you a close-up and you'll see the amount of pollinators that are just flocking to this plant. So we have bees, we have butterflies, we also have hummingbirds that visit this plant. So there's a ton of activity and I can see and hear them swarming around me. This is what I call a pollinator magnet. Look at the amount of activity on this one plant. This is visual confirmation that a buddleia or butterfly bush is one of the best plants to attract pollinators to your garden. As you can see, the plant offers an open invitation to hummingbirds, a variety of butterflies, and bees, and I absolutely love it. If you're looking for a plant that will add a lot of color and will stay in bloom from spring into summer, this Buddleia is the plant for you. And maybe not just this Chrysalis pink, but I think any of the Buddleias is awesome. One, there's a ton of pollinator activity. Number two, it stays in bloom from spring into summer, maybe early fall, and it's a low maintenance plant. One of the drawbacks when it comes to this plant is this is not a plant that you can put in a small space. It's going to take up quite a bit of room, as you can see here. And this plant is only 2 years old that I started from a 1-gallon container. And look at the size of this plant. I'm a little bit nervous because there's so many bees swarming around. And even though I've gotten used to them, there's still bees. One of the things I do is in the fall, I will cut it back to about 18 inches from the ground. And during the spring and summer months, especially in the summer months, I'll go ahead and I will deadhead or remove those spent blooms. Other than that, it's a pretty carefree plant. Again, I basically do nothing. I'll occasionally water it in the summer when we are getting like 90 to 100 degrees, and that's basically it. When it comes to fertilizing, I do fertilize once per year, which is February, March is when I fertilize, and that's it. Now let's go ahead and look at some close-up photos. Taking a closer look, you will notice that the plant is a prolific bloomer and is covered with an abundance of flowers. The flower spikes are quite large and the color is a vivid pink. To keep your Buddleia davii chrysalis pink producing abundant flowers throughout the summer, it's important to deadhead by removing the spent blooms. When well placed, your Buddleia davii chrysalis pink will almost grow by itself without any help from you. When it comes to location, an area in your garden that receives full sun or at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily works best for your Buddleia. So think of a south or west facing area of your garden. The chrysalis pink is considered a deciduous shrub and was first introduced in 2024. The cold hardiness zones are zone 5A to 9A. When it comes to water, it's important to water your Chrysalis pink butterfly bush twice per week when it's first planted to get the plant established. Once the plant is established, it's basically drought tolerant, which means the water requirements is low. For my butterfly bush, what I do is I will water it once per week, but during the summer months when the temperature is between 90 and 100 degrees Fahrenheit, I will water it twice per week. Your butterfly bush will thrive best in soil that is well draining, but I find that it does really well in my clay soil. Now, one of the things that I really love about my butterfly bush, besides the fact that it's a prolific bloomer and the fact that it's low maintenance, is that it's also deer, rabbit, and disease resistant. The growth habit of your Chrysalis pink butterfly bush is compact and mounding, which means this plant will also grow well in a container, and the container can be placed on a patio or a balcony. Now just remember that it will need at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. Listen, do you hear the bees humming and the birds chirping? That is the sound of a healthy garden. A butterfly bush is one of the best ways to attract them into our gardens. The large flower panicle of the Chrysalis pink butterfly bush is rich in nectar and is a magnet for numerous pollinators, which brings in the melodies they make. These pollinators are crucial to the success of our flower and food crops, because without them, we would not have the food we all need. Again, if you're looking for a plant that will stay in bloom from spring into summer and also be able to attract pollinators into your garden, try this Buddleia. This is the Buddleia Davii Chrysalis Pink. You basically cannot go wrong. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you like and share this video and also subscribe to the channel. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.